The 2v2 Modern Warfare alpha has now just finished. Well, technically on Sunday, but besides the point, which means I have had a lot of time to go over what I think is really good about this game and what is not so much. So today I am gonna go over my initial impressions and hopefully give some feedback that maybe if someone sees this, it could change the game for the better. Now, of course, this has only been for the 2v2 alpha, so I do not know in regards to the full game. We'll definitely see more in a couple weeks when the beta launches. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So first, I'm going to go over what I do like about the game. And there is a lot of things really good about the game, so I'm just going to pinpoint a few things. First, I'm really liking the graphics of the game. Everything is really nice. Seems like they've spent a lot of time. The colors are realistic, they're good, and just overall appealing. Now, we've had other Call of Duty games that just look like literal dog shit, but thankfully, this Call of Duty is looking very promising. One thing that kind of goes along with it, the next thing that I really like is the maps in general. Again, I've only played the 2v2, so I can't say anything out of that. But the overall layout of the maps, it's all really nice. It plays out really well. It seems like they put a lot of time into making it play good and look good overall. Now, in regards to weapons, the overall weapon feel, I like a lot. There are a couple weapons that I don't whatsoever, specifically the Odin. I don't know what they were trying to do with that gun. But other than that, I really like pretty much all of the weapons. They feel nice. All the weapons seem to play very well. Other than the shotguns, in which I will get to when I go over what I don't like about the game. And a lot of the weapons are very satisfying when you get kills. I don't know if that's the sound that they make or just how the weapons feel, but I'm liking it. Now, going along with the weapons, the weapon recoil is very realistic, which I was kind of scared of, that there would be way too much recoil. And although that there is a lot of recoil, the recoil is predictable, which makes it easier to learn how to control the weapons. But overall, I'm liking it. It definitely is going to add a larger skill gap to the game, which I miss so much. And one of the last major points I want to go over that I like a lot is the animations. Now, the animations, I mean, anything from the weapons to throwing stuff to running, sprinting, it all feels right. It's very smooth. It looks really nice. And overall, I think they did a really good job on that. Now, heading over to the things that I don't like, this list is going to be a little bit longer since I'm able to pinpoint this a little bit more. But the first thing that I have to say that I don't like whatsoever is the stim shots, or I guess the stim in Modern Warfare. Now, this is definitely more of a personal preference, but I never believed that it had a place in Call of Duty, even with Black Ops 4. And the stim shot is also far more overpowered than Black Ops 4. Although that it has a limit to how many times you can use it, it's a lot faster to heal than Black Ops 4. And I know this is coming to the main game and you'll only be able to use it twice, which will be nice. But once again, I don't feel like it needs a place in this game. Now, another thing that drives me crazy in this game is when you take damage, you get a black and white screen. Now, it's just ridiculous. Come on. What were you guys thinking? Now, if this only lasted for a few seconds, I could understand. I would still probably be annoyed, but no, this seems like it lasts at least 10 seconds. Which in the 2v2 mode is a large majority of the time. On top of that, when you take damage, when you get this black and white screen, your hearing is also distorted. I believe it's like a hear ringing that happens, but overall, it's just really annoying, and I hope that they fix this. I know a lot of people have been complaining about it, and I just happen to be another person. So please, Activision, fix this. As I mentioned earlier, the only classes that I don't like is the shotguns. Although the shotguns are nice and fun to use, they are extremely overpowered. Now, close range, I feel like they do just as they're supposed to do, but the range on the shotguns, I feel, is a lot longer than it should be. A lot further distance. So I'm hoping to see those nerfed in the future. Kind of scared of how it'll look like when we get some attachments on those. That's not going to be fun. So next is the overall footstep audio. It seems very, very inconsistent. And at first I was thinking that this was just me, but I found out that it's also multiple other people that are complaining about this. Some of the time the footstep audio is very correct. It sounds perfect. You can hear people really well, almost too well sometimes. And then other times you can have people jumping down behind you or running next to you and you can't hear a single thing. Now, I'm sure that this will be something that they'll fine tune in the future, but it's definitely annoying, and especially the 2v2 mode when you're reliant on a lot of hearing. So yes, hopefully they get this fixed. My next one is going to be kill trades when at the end of a round and it's only a 1v1 and you both kill trade. You don't know what kill trading is. When you kill each other at the same exact time, they don't result in a draw. I don't know how it picks who wins the round. I know it's not whose bullet connects first, because there has been instances where my bullet connects first in the kill feed, but somehow I still lost a round. I feel like the only thing that they need to do here is just fix it where it results in a draw rather than just a random player winning that round. Another big issue when it comes to the game is the amount of AFK players that end up coming into the matches. Now, I'm assuming a lot of this is because they don't have any timer when it comes to just standing still. You will not get kicked out no matter how long you stand there, at least as far as I know of. But also, when you end a match, when you get out of a match, it's going to automatically find another one for you. And I think a lot of people don't really know that yet, so they just throw down their controller and leave. So hopefully they can add something that either makes you click to find another match rate afterwards, or a timer that kicks players out after a certain time. Now, my last and final thing is going to be a smaller thing, but it can be kind of annoying and overpowered. Is the red name tags over the player. There are certain instances when you look in a direction, you'll end up seeing the red name tag over top of the player, even though that you cannot see them. I've had it happen multiple times where I'm looking at a rock and somehow I can see the red name tag over top of the rock. Like, how does that work? Now, sometimes this has been good because sometimes you'll have players camping in the back of their spawn, especially on Pine. And in that case, I'm really liking this. But overall, I'm not sure what they can do to fix that, how that can be tuned too much. But I would end up getting really pissed if this happened to me, so please fix it. But yes, that will be everything that I can think of right now. I'm sure that there's a lot more. Let me know what you think of the game down in the comments. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see y'all in the next one.